Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a general Aries to Pisces time-stamped for you in the description box, okay? This will be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Neptune, okay? But by all means, if you want to go listen to others or cross-watch or whatever, you're welcome to it. This time around, we're doing something a little different. So I have this set up, and we're actually going to do a couple more of these after this one for the week. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them today, and just because of the setup with it. This general Aries to Pisces is going to be using Bibliomancy and Astrogalomancy to get our page number. And today is going to be about Pablo Neruda's The Sea and the Bells, his collection of poems about his love affair with the ocean and what it evokes for him, okay? We'll go ahead and roll the dice, and if it turns out to be on a page where it's the Spanish translation, I will read the English first and then the Spanish translation, okay? So that may be significant to you, along with the numbers might be significant as well. And it may just mean that there's some confirmation or synchronicity, or maybe you'll run into a Spanish speaker and they might have something to say that helps you or clues you in on the next thing in your path. Or just Spanish speaking in general might be significant to you, okay? So if that's the case, pay attention, okay? I will read the English versions first and then Spanish. If it's short enough, I would say less than a page, I will do it. My Spanish is not that great, so I will probably botch it. It's been a good, I don't know, maybe 25 years since I took Spanish. Okay, so bear with me. All right, here we go. All right, Aries. Let's see what page Spirit would like for you to hear today. Spirit for Aries. What do you have? Thank you. You have 12. Okay, good. You can see it. You have 6. And you have 11. Okay. Let me feel out what page. All right, I'm feeling 92. That might be significant. Let's see. All right. On page 92, it is the Spanish version, and it's short, okay? The poem is called Here. I came here to count the bells that live upon the surface of the sea, that sound over the sea, within the sea. So here I live. In Español, aquí. Me vine aquí a controlar las campañas que viven en el mar, que suenan en el mar, dentro del mar. Por eso vivo aquí. There you go. All right, Taurus. Let's see what Spirit has for you through Neruda's poems. All right. What do you have for Taurus today, Spirit? Please and thank you. All right. We have 5, 4, and 12. So those numbers may be significant. I also just noticed we have, when you break down 12, it's 3, 5, 4, 3. So something may be going in reverse order, okay? Or maybe it's a countdown. You just need 2 and 1 at some point, okay? All right, let me focus on the dice here and get a page. All right, I'm feeling 93. Page 93. Oh, it's the same as Aries. All right, so Aries might be significant to you as well, okay? This time, it's not the Spanish version, all right? It's the English version only, okay? So if you want to hear the Spanish version, Aries has it. The poem is called Here. I came here to count the bells that live upon the surface of the sea, that sound over the sea, within the sea. So here I live. There you go, Taurus. All right, Gemini, let's see what poem Spirit wants you to hear today. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Gemini, please, and thank you. We have 12, and we have 11. So those numbers might be significant to you in some way. Synchronicity, birth months, birthdays, etc. Address numbers. All right, so I'm feeling 113. Here we go. Page 113 will be the poem before it. It is called City. Suburbs of the city with rotten teeth and starving walls, bloated on tatters of posters, the scattered rubbish, a dead body, among winter flies and the filth. Santiago, head of my country, fastened to a great mountain range, to ships of snow, sad legacy of a century of fancy ladies and gentlemen with white goatees, polished walking sticks, silver hats, gloves that shielded against the eagle's talons. Santiago, inheritance, filthy, bloody, spit on the sidewalks, sorrowful and assassinated, we inherit it from the lords and their estate. How shall we wash your face, city, our own heart, wretched daughter? How do we restore your skin, your springtime, your fragrance? How may we live with the living you, or rekindle your flame, or close our eyes and sweep aside your death until you are breathing again and blossoming? And how do we give you new hands and new eyes, human houses, flowers in the light? There you go. All right, Cancer, let's see what poem Spirit has for you. Spirit, what do you have for Cancer this time? Ooh, nice. You have 10 and another 10. So 10-10 might be significant to you. I think the 10-10 portal is over officially. I'll have to check the dates. No, it goes for 10 days after 10. 10. Lots of tens. So I think we just hit it. It's just the tail end of it. All right. But tens could be significant to you. It does signify endings. Okay. So I'm feeling page 11 with this one. So 11 is a manifestation number that might actually have some significance to you as well. Maybe there's manifesting an ending. All right. All right, it's the very first poem. Nice. Okay. It's called First Movement. Hour by hour, the day does not pass. It passes sadness by sadness. Time does not wrinkle. It does not run out. The sea says, without rest. The earth says, man waits. And only his bell rings above the others, keeping in its emptiness the implacable silence that will be parceled out when its metallic tongue rises, wave after wave. Once I had so much, walking on my knees through the world, here, naked. I have nothing more than the stark noon of the sea, and one bell. They give me their voice to feel the pain, and their warning to stop me. This happens to everybody. Space goes on. The sea lives. The bells exist. There you go, Cancer. All right, Leo, let's see what Spirit has for you through Neruda. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Leo at this time, please and thank you? We have 4 and 10. So 4 and 10 might be significant, or 10 and 4. Could be birthdays, numbers to pay attention to, dates, anniversaries, address numbers, anywhere numbers are important, okay? Anywhere they might show up for you. And I am feeling 41. All right, page 41. Ooh, nice long one. Where does it start? This one is called I Met the Mexican. I met the Mexican Tehuantlan a few centuries ago in Jalapa, and later, after each time I found him in Colombia, in Iquique, in Arequipa, I began to wonder if he really existed. His hat had seemed strange to me when that man, a potter by trade, lived by Mexican clay. Later he was an architect, a foreman in a foundry in Venezuela, a miner and a governor in Guatemala. I wondered how, being the same age, only 300 years old, I, of the same trade, daydreaming in my foundry of bells, always striking stone or metal, so that someone would hear the sound and know my voice, my singular voice, this man, from wasted years, sailing rivers that do not exist. How was he changed by those changes? Then I understood that I was he, that we were one more survivor, among others from here and there, and those of the same lineage, equal, buried, their hands crusted with sand, always being born, and everywhere seized by an endless task. To find out, I called together my tribe and said, let's see who we are, what we do, what we think. The widest of them, of us, answered me with defiant eyes, with his separate faith, with his flag. He was the enemy's fortress. Perhaps that man had the right to murder my truth. So it happened with me and with my father, and so it goes. But I suffered as if they sunk their teeth into me. There you go, Leo. All right, Virgo, let's see what message Spirit has for you through Neruda. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for Virgo at this time? You have the number 12 and the number 1. So those might be significant numbers to you at this time. Could be months of the year, birthdays, address numbers, anniversaries. December, January might be significant. Breaking it down could be 3 or 1 as well. 31, 13, 121. All right, I'm feeling 13 for you. No, that just popped right in my head immediately. So I guess it's going to go in reverse. Whatever's happening may be backwards or mirrored, maybe. That could be it. Whatever situation or person. All right. You have the very first poem. All right. So maybe there's a cycle returning around, sort of like the Wheel of Fortune, right? All right. First movement. Hour by hour, the day does not pass. It passes sadness by sadness. Time does not wrinkle. It does not run out. Sea, the sea says, without rest. Earth, the earth says, man waits. And only his bell rings above the others, keeping in its emptiness the implacable silence that will be parceled out when its metallic tongue rises, wave after wave. Once I had so much, walking on my knees through the world, here, naked. I have nothing more than the stark noon of the sea, and one bell. They give me their voice to feel the pain and their warning to stop me. This happens to everybody. Space goes on. The sea lives. The bells exist. All right, since I got a little tongue twisted, there may be some throat chakra issues, some issues with communication somewhere as well. Okay, there you go. All right, Libra, let's see what Spirit has for you through Neruda this time. Please and thank you, Spirit, for Libra. Which poem will apply? All right, you have 10 and you have 4. So that would be October and April. If you're thinking months, it could also just be the 10th, the 4th of a month. You also have 104. You also have it breaking down to a 5. But I'm really feeling 14. So, let me see. Okay, here we go. It's actually in Spanish. It's called To Search. But I'm going to read the English version first, okay? To search. From the dithyramb to the root of the sea stretches a new kind of emptiness. I don't want much, the wave says, only for them to stop their chatter, for the city's cement beard to stop growing. We are alone. We want at last to scream, to pee facing the ocean, to see 7 birds of the same color, 3,000 green gulls, to seek out love on the sand, to break in our shoes, to dirty our books, our hat, our mind, until we find you, nothing, until we kiss you, nothing, until we sing you, nothing, nothing without nothing, without being nothing, without putting an end to truth. En español, buscar. Del tirambo a la raíz del mar se extiende un nuevo tipo de vacío. No quiero más, dice la ola, que nos sigan hablando, que nos siga creciendo la barba del cemento en la ciudad. Estamos solos, queremos gritar por fin, orinar frente al mar, ver 100 pájaros del mismo color, 3,000 gaviotas verdes, buscar el amor en la arena, ensuciar los zapatos, los libros, el sombrero, el pensamiento, hasta encontrarte nada, hasta besarte nada, hasta sin nada, sin hacer nada, sin terminar lo verdadero. There you go, Libra. All right, Scorpio, let's see what message you have through Neruda from Spirit today. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Scorpio? We have 4 and 7. And I did have a little spiritual burp there. It was very, very tiny. So that might just mean a little bit of a solar plexus blockage, either for you, but just very, very, very tiny. Could also mean external energy as well. Someone external to you is having that problem, okay? So I'm feeling 74. That breaks down to an 11, by the way. That's a manifestation number. All right. Okay, on page 74, this is actually quite... Okay, I think I can read the Spanish version of this one. Okay. Technically, this one is called Yes, Comrade. Okay, I will read the English version first. Yes, comrade, it is the hour of the garden, and the hour of battle each day. Flows from flowers or blood, our age committed to us, bound to water the jasmine, or to bleed to death in a dark street, Virtue or sadness scattered themselves across cold zones over biting embers, and there was no other choice. The roads of the sky, once traveled mostly by saints, now swarm with experts. The horses have already disappeared. The heroes run around dressed like toads, and the mirrors lead empty lives, because the party is always somewhere else. Somewhere where we are not invited, and there are fights in the doorways. That is why it's almost the last call, the sincere 10th ringing of my bell. To the garden, comrade, to the white lily. All right, in Espanol. Sí, camarada, es hora de jardín y es hora de batalla. Cada día es sucesión de flor o sangre. Nuestro tiempo nos entregó amarrados a regar los jazmines o a desagranarnos en una calle oscura. La verdad o el dolor de repertorian en zonas frías, en mordientes brasas, y no había otra cosa que elegir. Los caminos del cielo antes tan transitados por los santos están poblados por especialistas. Ya desaparecieron los caballos. Los héroes van vestidos de batracios. Los espejos viven vacíos, porque la fiesta es siempre en otra parte en donde ya no estamos inventados y hay pelea en las puertas. Por eso es el llamado penúltimo, el décimo sincero, toque de mi campana, al jardín, camarada, a la azucena. There you go. Have a good one. Azucena must be lily in Spanish. That sounds pretty, doesn't it? All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what message through Neruda's The Sea and the Bells Spirit has for you at this time. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for Sagittarius? We have 12. We have 4. Okay? So 12 and 4 might be significant to you. 1, 2, 4 might be significant. 421. I'm going to read it reverse or mirrored. I'm feeling page 34, which is a long one in Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and read just the English version, okay? This is one of the ones that aren't technically titled, except for the first sentence of it. So this one's called Salud, we called out every day. Okay? Salud, we called out every day. To every single person, it is a calling card of false kindness and of sincerity. It's the bell we are known by. Here we are. Salud. You hear it clearly. We exist. Salud. 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 To this one and that one and the other one. To the poisoned knife and to the assassin. Salud. Recognize me. We are equal and do not like each other. We love each other and are not equal. Each of us with a spoon, with our own sad story, haunted by being and not being. We all need to have so many hands and so many lips to smile. Salud. Time has already passed. Salud. To getting to know nothing. Salud. To devoting ourselves to ourselves. If anything remains of us, of ourselves. Salud. There you go, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what message Spirit has for you through Pablo Neruda. please and thank you. Spirit, what do you have for Capricorn at this time? All right. We have 6 and we have 4. I didn't show that. There you go. So these could be birth months. They could be the 6th, the 4th. Could be 64, as in 1964. Could be 46 if you were to mirror it, like 1946. All right. Maybe something significant about 64 in general. All right, let's see what's on page 64. All right. This is another one that only doesn't have a title except for the first line of its poem, okay? And it is the Spanish version, okay? So that might be significant. I'm reading the English first, then the Spanish for you, okay? In fullest June, a woman entered my life. No, it was an orange. The scene is blurred. They knocked on the door. It was a gust of wind. A whiplash of light, an ultraviolet tortoise. I focused on it, with the slowness of a telescope, as if it were far away or once inhabited, this vestment of stars, and by an error of astronomy had entered my house. En español. En pleno mes de junio me sucedió una mujer, más bien una naranja. Está confuso el panorama, tocaron a la puerta, era una ráfaga, un látigo de luz, una tortuga, otra violeta. La vi con lentitud del telescopio, como si lejos fuera o habitara esta vestidura de estrella, y por error del astrónomo hubiera entrado en mi casa. There you go, Capricorn. Have a good one. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what spirit message through Neruda is for you today. Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius this time, please and thank you. All right. You have number 11. Excuse me, that was a tiny itty bitty bit of burp. That might have some significance to you. Spiritual burps usually indicate solar plexus blockages of some sort or another. But this one was very small, so it could also be external. Your other number is 12. So someone in your external energy might have that issue, and it might be noticeable to you at this time. There may be some significance to it. It may give you a clue as to something. So pay attention. If you know somebody's feeling weak or lacking strength or confidence, okay? You do have numbers going up in order, 11 and 12 respectively. So this could be months of the year. This could be the 11th, the 12th. 1112 might be significant to you. One more than the manifestation of 1111. And since I'm seeing it, 77 is right there below it, upside down. So that might, maybe there's a reversal of luck for something. Perhaps that's what that solar plexus burp was about. All right, so I'm feeling 23. Can we do that? All right, we can. And it's short. Is this, well, let me check the index, because some of these aren't actually named, except for the first worded sentence of the poem. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. It's 4 lines. I will read the Spanish. In English, I am grateful, violins, for this day. Of 4 chords, pure, is the sound of the sky, the blue voice of air. En español. Gracias, violines, por este día de 4 cuerdas, puro. Es el sonido del cielo, la voz azul de Aries. There you go, Aries, Aquarius. Have a good one. All right, Pisces, let's see what message through Neruda Spirit has for you today at this time. Spirit, what do you have for Pisces at this time? Please and thank you. All right, we have 8. And we have 9. Okay. So 89 could be a birth year, or a death year, or a wedding year. It could be 8 or 9 as in the months, August and September. It could be the 8th, the 9th, or just 89 might be significant to you. It is one more than the 8s, okay? 8s are a number of abundance, so maybe working towards the 9s, possibly. And I am feeling 89, so, all right, what's on 89, page 89? All right. In English, this one's called Branch. A branch of acacia, of mimosa, fragrant sun of the numb winter, I shopped at the Valparaiso Fair, and with acacia, in its sweet smell, went on to Isla Negra. We crossed in the mist, bare fields, thorny thickets, cold lands of Chile, under the purple sky of the dead highway. The world would grow bitter on its winter journey in endlessness, in the uninhabited dusk, if each time it didn't accompany me, each and every, the simple truth of a yellow branch. There you go, Pisces. Have a good one.